While just over 60% of the students in my own current classroom own mobile devices, they all have access to a mobile network, either at my school or at home. However, following research trends, along with my own informal observations, we must acknowledge that this number is most likely only temporary, as mobile devices become even more ubiquitous for our students in the future. That being said, technology has already infiltrated our classrooms. It'll continue to do so in years to come. As educators, it is our responsibility to remain endlessly curious as to how the inevitable increase in mobile devices can potentially be used to improve the learning for our students. This video outlines a current problem in many classrooms, and it uses a forecasting approach to propose a potential pedagogical solution to this problem in the form of a mobile app. Research and my own observations have provided me with a lengthy list of potential reasons for why students have difficulties handing their work in on time. However, students may simply be in need of better time management strategies to help them be successful. This will be a particular focus for the remainder of this assignment. Mobile learning. A flexible environment in which the learner does not remain fixed in any particular location. This enables learning to take place anytime and anywhere. While it's not necessarily about the particular mobile device that is being used, it's really more the chance to partake in a participatory experience that you may otherwise not have been able to prior to mobility. Live walking tours through Rome are one example of this. The live back channels that can be had by students as they learn and interact with questions about what their experience right in the moment are absolutely invaluable. Student-directed learning. This type of learning environment puts the responsibility for learning on the student. This concept is based on the constructivist learning theory, which according to ETEC 565M's open educational resource on DIY learning, proposes that learning comes from within an order and understanding that has been self-created. The reward springs from achieving goals that one has set and attained. Microlearning. Microlearning involves chunking learning into smaller segments that can be more easily comprehended by the learner. Additionally, microlearning places ownership on the learner to work through the information at his or her own pace. Educational Technology 565M's open educational resource on the micro in education states that snackable content can be presented to the learning in as little as a few minutes and rarely longer than the size of a TED Talk, about 20 minutes. These learning appetizers are specific to a single topic to allow immediate feedback, which helps the learner to keep the right pace in the content. Collaborative learning. Collaborative learning involves placing learners in an environment where they can work together to solve problems and enhance each other's learning processes. This can also extend to collaboration with learners, extended communities, and beyond. Leonard et al. 2008's case study findings conclude that collaborative communities give learners an authentic audience where both engagement and motivation are positively affected when students collaborate with others. Gamification in education is an approach used to increase students' motivation for learning by applying game-based elements throughout the learning process. Jane McGonigal's TED Talk describes micro-expressions seen in the face of a gamer as he's on the verge of what she calls an epic win. The gamer's expression displays urgency, intense concentration, deep focus on tackling problems, optimism, and surprise. McGonigal uses this as evidence on how gaming can help educate a greater population while helping to solve worldly problems. Similarly, gaming can help students become more engaged and active in their own learning. The Zoot app would be available for use on a variety of mobile devices, including smartphones, iPods, assorted tablets, and laptops. The reason for targeting mobile devices is they provide students with the ability to then carry the app with them throughout every aspect of their lives. The ability to transcend walls and boundaries is crucial to the true effectiveness of the app. Similarly, all notification aspects of the app, including reminders, badges, and comments, will come to users through pop-ups on their devices. Students will be included in the planning, implementation, and assessment portions of the app. The app will include an interactive calendar where the user can input his or her upcoming assignments or test dates as soon as they are assigned. The user will then be given ownership over selecting and scheduling the appropriate number of specific reminders necessary to fit his or her own personal learning needs. Teachers will also be given the option to choose whether they would like to assign a minimum number of reminders for each assignment, and then students will be left with the decision to assign themselves more if they feel the need. Ultimately, this provides users with the ability to chunk how they approach assignments into the number of pieces that best suits them. Each pop-up reminder will be a particularly phrased question with buttons that the user will then have to click to confirm that they have achieved the task or click to notify their teacher that they require assistance with the task. An additional notification will pop up at a set time each day to ask the user if they need to schedule any set homework. The app will include a gamification aspect in which students will earn badges and points for setting up each assignment and test, responding to reminders, participating in interactions with peers and their teachers, for checking in on their progress, and for uploading assignments early and/or on time. Teachers may then decide if they would like to reward badges and points if necessary. After each assignment or test, a pop-up reminder will ask users to rate the effectiveness of their plan for that particular task. Embedded into this reminder will be comment boxes and a pop-up to help users rework any future plans accordingly. Users will be provided with the option to share their calendars or any particular task with their peers, parents, and the community of learners around them. Additionally, as users upload assignments, teachers will be able to access, comment, grade, and return them to students for ongoing assessment throughout the learning process.